Hello and welcome to episode 25 of the Craving Crypto podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about some Ripple FUD, some Stellar FUD, a little bit of news going into the markets, and an awesome promotion at the end. So go ahead and stay through all of this. It's a surprise, and I look forward to seeing you then. Let's get right into this. Okay, so I'm at my document here, and in this video specifically, I highly recommend that you click on this document because we have two surprises at the end of this. They're going to be really awesome, and this document is your access to those prizes. So go ahead and click pause and then scroll down in the video description. You'll see a little thing that says doc, and then just click on the link and you'll have access to this document right here so that when you scroll down, you can see the surprises. But wait, because we're going to be talking about them towards the end of the video. So yes, click on the document and we'll get right into the market overview. So now that we have access to the total market capitalization on coinsignals.trade, which I talked about a couple episodes back, we are going to be doing all of our technical analysis on here, aside from just running over coinmarketcap.com and talking a little bit about the prices and that as a whole. But this right here is where we're going to be doing our technical analysis on the total market cap. So now I have a Fibonacci retracement drawn from the low to the high. Fibonacci retracement. So if we just go right here from this low right here in market capitalization, which we could get really precise here if we want to and go to the exact low at 40 billion. Right, and then get really precise here if we want to, and get to the exact top right there, just so that all these areas are lining up with exact lows and tops, so that anybody that is highly OCD doesn't yell in the comment section. And then right here is the .786 Fibonacci retracement. So that's a really big support zone. This is often where you find big banks buying. This is a huge support zone in the stock world. This is where you would buy if you're trying to buy the NASDAQ after it corrected in the internet bubble. Everybody was buying at the .786 Fibonacci support retracement. So we're seeing a similar thing in the total market cap right here as we're getting a bounce on the weekly candlesticks. We did form a bullish pin hammer candlestick, and now we are resulting in buying action. As you guys know, I am bullish. I've been talking about this, but we just really have to see if this resistance level can be breached at around 240 billion. If we can get above this resistance level significantly, then that will show a lot of strength in the cryptocurrency markets and would be a good sign that a bigger picture reversal could be in place for a longer term uptrend generated. So this looks really good right now on the daily candlesticks. You can also see that we are getting some type of buying action in the smaller time frame right here, as we did have a bit of a gap up from 219 billion in total market cap up to 224 billion in total market cap. So yeah, the total market cap for the crypto space looks really good. If we have a support failure of the $205 billion level, that would signify a little bit of weakness in the market. I would not be surprised if we test this major support level in this area right here. Fibonacci is a range, so if we fall a little bit below the .786 and get into some of these other chunks of support, then that's always possible. Although currently I'm bullish as the momentum is on the upside, so I have no reason to believe that we'll test this level unless we're seeing weakness in the market again. So yeah, this is really awesome. For anybody that's been holding through the green because I told them to, thumbs up. All my VIPs know that I've been posting a bunch of signals for the past couple days, keeping everybody updated, answering as many questions as possible, and doing as much as I possibly can to keep my crypto community making profits, even when there's a huge drop in the market, because right now is a great spot to be accumulating and buying, and I want to make sure that as many people as possible are getting in for the long term at these really cheap corrective levels. So the total market cap is looking really good. We'll check on Bitcoin dominance really quick and see what the actual checking on Bitcoin dominance. We are at 52% dominance. So I was talking about how I believe that Bitcoin dominance would not be able to sustain its uptrend a few videos back, and it looks like we are starting to get cut off a little bit on that Bitcoin dominance. I've been talking about alt season for a little while. The first time that I was looking at it was when EOS was on its trend line. That trend line failed, but that's okay. That doesn't mean the alt season isn't still coming. That just means that we had a little bit more of Bitcoin dominance to go left. So we had that trend line fail, and then EOS went right back to a support level, so it's in a good buy zone again, and altcoins are all in good buy zones again. So I suspect that the Bitcoin dominance will start to shave off as the rest of the market picks up and we get more new money coming back into the cryptocurrency space. So things are looking really good on the total market cap right now. Most coins are up between 5 and 20%. We've got a few up here like 36 on the hollow, which is just going crazy parabolic. You wouldn't really want to FOMO into any of these coins. You could average in a tiny bit right now if you're thinking long term for the big picture moves. But if you're day trading, I would not be buying any of these tops right now. But this is a really, really good thing to be seeing, and it would not be surprised at all if we see continuation on this upside movement, especially in Bitcoin and some of these bigger altcoin names. I would really actually be surprised if we don't see further continuation on the upside. When I click on Bitcoin, we're still in this huge wedge right now, which is looking really beautiful. We still have all of this BitMEX volume, which is amazing to see. And there's just lots of things pointing out to this being a bullish chart. I really don't need to run all of them over because I made a video a couple days back, episode 24, which was talking about my technical analysis on Bitcoin. So if you want the most updated idea of what this is going to do, then go ahead and watch that. But just understand that right now momentum is strong on the upside. So unless we start to have some weird support failures, I have no reason to believe that we're going to get a strong sell-off as of right now. So, and again, the total market cap is touching that .786 Fibonacci support, which is a really, really good sign. And if you click on the logarithmic chart, this is also going to go along with the surprise a little bit later that we're going to be talking about. You can count a really, really clear ABC correction. And that's a perfect ABC corrective wave on the entire crypto market cap. And you can count subwaves in it too, by the way. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subwave count to confirm that this is a highly valid pattern. ABC corrections are one of the highest probability patterns in the market. As you guys know, when we had this wave right here that everybody was treating as an ABC, we all bought the dip and we had a huge pump in the market. So they're really high probability patterns when you get that type of zigzag or corrective movement in the market. So I'm looking for this to bounce, and this will go along with the promotion and the surprise that we're going to be talking about towards the end of the video. So just keep that in mind, that we're in a big ABC in the total market cap, and we're bouncing off strong support, which is really awesome. So let's get into the Ripple and Stellar FUD. This is a news article. This is ccn.com. I have found this news article today because I was taking Ripple positions when I woke up this morning. I was going long and posting signals in the Discord and telling everybody where my targets were and where my stop losses and everything. And then literally a few hours later, we got a FUD article, and then like a few hours after this FUD article came out, the price pumped a whole bunch. So I was really glad that I was buying this morning based on technical analysis. And then we got this FUD to try to get liquidity. I assume they released this article so that they could buy the dip. And then right afterwards, we got a huge pump in the market. So as you guys know, there is an index fund that is targeting institutions. So we're getting a cryptocurrency index fund created, which is the Bitwise Index Fund, and they are partnering with Morgan Creek Capital to develop this asset fund. So it's going to be a cryptocurrency digital asset index fund, which is supposed to be some pretty big news, and it does mean that more institutional money is coming into this. As you can see, they are highlighting a few interesting things here, though. They're talking about how Ripple and Stellar are among assets that are excluded from the fund. So they must just be bringing this up purely to try to FUD Ripple and Stellar, because overall this is a bullish thing if institutions are starting to create index funds for cryptocurrency. But they're trying to make it seem like a bad thing for Ripple and Stellar just because this one index fund decided not to pick the two. Now, as you guys all know, Ripple is pretty centralized, or a lot of people do not like it because of the centralization factor in Ripple. And they do go over this right here. They said, one, notably, absent coin is Ripple, the third largest cryptocurrency with a circulating valuation of nearly 14 billion. Its lack of inclusion stems from the fact that San Francisco-based blockchain startup Ripple controls more than half of the total supply. So they're saying that, over half of the Ripple inside of the entire Ripple supply is owned by Ripple. So this is something that they're just using to make people fearful of holding their Ripple and Stellar investments, which is a really, really common tactic for news articles and news places, because if they tell everybody to sell, then all of a sudden in the order book you get $50,000, maybe you've got $50,000 or $100,000 worth of people that read your articles, and they start selling. So bam, $100,000 gets filled into the order book, and they have liquidity to buy a few $100,000 worth of Ripple quickly. So often, I personally think that the majority of news articles in the crypto space, and I've seen this time and time again, they're created to make fear and FUD so that they can have liquidity for entries. So I don't really see this as a reason to be selling your Ripple or your Stellar. In fact, it could be a reason to be buying. I personally have positions. I'm not going to give you any of the details of those positions. But again, if you stay towards the end of this video, we'll be talking about that, because you can get the exact targets and entries that we are doing today. So let's actually go over this comment. M. Mueller, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He said, I'd be super interested if there wasn't a lengthy consolidation period before the bullish move that you are predicting. It would be weird not to have it. So this is highly a perspective-based question. So this is one of those things that you really have to keep your head on straight in trading, and you have to really constantly keep in check with yourself as to how you determine your perspective and what you use to determine your perspective, and how open-minded you are to different perspectives. So everything is very situation specific. You're going to have lots of different situations in trading, and not all of them are going to be the same. No two patterns always play out the same, but they play out close enough that you can take positions based on a high probability and still profit off of them. So what does this have to do with consolidation? Well, consolidation is very perspective based. As you guys can see, this looks like consolidation in Bitcoin between 2015 and 2017, right? We have this low volatility movement. It's only low volatility in comparison to the move that we've just seen. If we zoom in, so this is talking about perspective, if we zoom in right here, this was actually a pretty highly volatile trading range that you could make a lot of money on. When I got into Bitcoin, was around this $180 price level. I really got into it at the perfect time. It was just amazing opportunity for me. And then we started to go sideways, and this was a little bit of a consolidation period right here, but I'll point out as to why we're kind of already had this consolidation period. You have this breakout, and this breakout is a huge percentage on the upside. You actually get 100% move on the upside, 130, and then you get a 30% drop. And then after that, you get another 130% on the upside and another 30% drop. And then another 130% on the upside, another 30% drop, another 75% on the upside, another 30% drop. And then we get this huge impulsive move right here where it just goes parabolic and breaks everybody's perception and goes through the roof and changes everybody's perspective. And then all of a sudden it's up 2,300%. So although yes, this was a little bit lower volatility than the whole bull move in the bull run, I'm not saying that we're just going to instantly break out and moon like we did right here. I'm saying that the downtrend, we should begin to make higher highs soon, right? So you have to understand the context. You can still be consolidating and making higher highs. If you look right here, this did make higher highs. You come in, you make a new high right here, you make some support, you make a little bit of a lower low, and then you make your higher high. So this was making higher highs right here in the market. It's begun an uptrend. So when I say that I see an uptrend coming right here, yes, I do see it as being an impulsive move, because personally, I see this as consolidation. Whenever you're inside of a range, you're consolidating. That's the definition of consolidation. You have a resistance zone and a support zone, and it's inside of that area. So when Bitcoin created this wedge, we have been consolidating since February. And if you look at the volatility indicator, you can see a huge drop. You can see a huge significant drop in volatility, similar to what we saw happen right here in the 2014 market cycle, in the 2014 ABC correction, A, B, C, right? We had a huge increase in volatility, and then we dropped off, and then we started making higher highs. So as you can see right here, we have that huge increase in volatility. We've started to drop off, so if we can start to make some higher highs, that would confirm an uptrend, volatility would come back into the market, and then opportunity would come back into the market. The reason that Bitcoin hasn't been moving up and down very much is because it keeps getting tighter and tighter inside of this range, so the volatility is less and less and less. When it does a clear breakout of this range is when you're going to see a spike in volatility, and it will start impulsing. It's not just going to go like this, break out, and then go like this. Markets don't move like that. They impulse. Somebody's going to profit. So you just have to keep your perspective and understand where your consolidation is. But I really do appreciate that comment. So thank you for dropping it, and I hope that gives you a better perspective on the way that I see this. Stay till the end of the video. Awesome. Congratulations. I have a couple of questions for you. Would you be benefited if you could copy exactly where somebody's buying and sell exactly where somebody's selling and consistently profit in the cryptocurrency space? If you say yes to that question, then I've got something for you. Or even if you want to get deeper into the technical analysis, watch more videos, be able to really get your hands on in the crypto space, then I am doing a promotion. For the next few days, I'm going to be doing 50% off. This is a limited time only. This is because cryptocurrency is in a huge dip right now. I want to fill up my class as much as I can, get as many people in before the bull run that I see coming, because when this does start, we're going to all be making a bunch of money, and if you're part of this course, you're really going to be profiting a lot in the bull run. So we post signals consistently every single week. And some of these are going to be stop losses, some of these are going to be swing trades. So even if the price is dropping, you can make money on it. Like we shorted Bitcoin Cash a couple months back, made some nice profit on that. Now we're longing Ripple. So you just have to understand that some of them are going to be swing trades, but a lot of these signals are going to be really awesome. So if you have been waiting or wanting to get in on this, now is your time. Again, this is going to be 50% off. You just have to use the coupon code HALF. Click on the shop right here. Go ahead and check it out. You can read more about it. And then the second surprise that I have for you guys is that the Discord is back, even for free members. Now, that does not mean that the free members get access to any of the signals or anything like that, but you can click on the welcoming channel, you can talk with other people in the welcome channel, and you can still do some technical analysis and be in that area. But obviously, it doesn't have all of the features of the full VIP, but we're bringing this back because I'm highly developing my website right now. It's under heavy construction, and so because of that, we're doing the majority of the platforming on the Discord. So come back to the Discord. This is going to be really awesome. I'm excited to be opening it up to the free people in the welcoming area. If you were a paid member, you can message me or email me to get your VIP status switched over in the Discord so that you can see all of the VIP content as well. So if you want to get that link, go ahead, click the document in the description and click on this Discord link right here, and that will get you inside of the Discord today. So go ahead, hit that like button. If you want to do Coinigy sign up, click right here. If you want to do BitMEX for leverage trading on Bitcoin and some of the altcoins, you can use my registration link. If you like and support what I'm doing, I have a Bitcoin address you can donate to. And again, here is the link for that shop so that you can get into the VIP course and start profiting today so that you will be all set to go for the next bull run. And again, this is going to be a really short sell. We're not going to be doing this for very long, so you want to get in while the discount is this low. I don't know if I'll ever be doing a 50% discount again. So this is a blowout sell due to the fact that crypto is so oversold that it's just a perfect time to get a bunch of people into this and for the next wave up. So thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and drop them in the box below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay profitable out there.